Welcome to another episode of Josh and Kelly.
We are on a very windy day.
Hope you can hear us. Hope you can hear us.
Out in the Coconino National Forest. We've spent a couple of days out here, but we're getting out of here because it's supposed to have a lot of rain and snow tomorrow. Not that that bothers us, but it makes the roads pretty treacherous because these just turn to mud. I mean, it's super, super muddy.
Makes living out here and camping out here miserable too.
Yeah, so we're just gonna get away from that and head into town for a while.
I think that's a fun word to say.
What?
Coconino.
So we are in Flagstaff. As I said, we came in yesterday, and the weather's spot on. Let me show you what it's doing out there. You can't see. Look at the hood. There's little ice particles bouncing off of it. Although they're a little bit softer now. I wouldn't call them snow, but it's snowing a little bit. It's a little bit of ice, a little bit of all that. Who would have thought? This is crazy. But this is why we came into town, because things are gonna get really messy out in the bush. And while we can handle that, we don't. The mud it produces is a little much, especially with the 4-footed critter here. She just tracks mud everywhere. Kelly's pillow that she uses for back support in the seat still has the muddy footprints on it, even though we've washed it once or twice, at least twice already. It still has the muddy footprints from the last time we encountered mud. So yeah, we're trying to just avoid that just from a cleanliness standpoint, not because we can't handle it, but just from a cleanliness. But it is
I want to know
snowing or sleeting or icing or something at the moment.
why every time we try to go to a warm climate, it's the snow and the ice and the rain follow us.
Well,
We are at
it's
higher
only
elevation.
happened every time we've done this year. We went to Florida earlier in the year. It snowed on us in Florida. And we were like,
Last
that's
year
not
when we
good.
were here, it snowed at the Grand Canyon. I mean, this is
Yeah.
May.
Yeah, it snowed on us both places last year, both north and south in Arizona. We went way south,
We went
south of
south
Tucson,
to
down near the
get
Mexican border, and it snowed
To
on
the
us.
warmth, yes. Yeah,
So
it's-
here we are again in Flagstaff, and it's snowing, icing, sleeting,
Sleeting.
whatever you want to call it, is doing it again. Well, good morning. We are still in Flagstaff, and it's a cold morning. You can't see by my breath. Let me show you how. There's still ice on the truck. All down here. It's been a it's a cold night. It's down below freezing, obviously, and yeah. But today, after Kelly's done work, we're gonna go someplace a little warmer. Well, hello. We have left the thriving metropolis of Flagstaff, which we've been in for a couple of days. It's been a nice sunny day today, and we
Didn't
are.
start out sunny.
No,
It was ice on the
I
windscreen.
know. I showed them that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was icy, but it's beautiful. Now it's like 68. Lovely. You see a nice view behind us there, and we are heading to Prescott, which is somewhere. I think it's out that direction. I'm not quite sure.
Somewhere out
We've
there.
never been there before, so it's out there somewhere. Not quite sure. There's a road out there in the distance behind us. I don't know if you can see it on camera. That might be the road we're taking to get there. We'll find out. But we're going to Prescott, and we're going to see what's there.
Show them Sophie.
She likes the view too. She's a connoisseur of good views.
Hi. So we've been making our way to Phoenix over the last couple of days. So today we're at a Walmart, but we've been in Preston, Prescott, sorry, and used the Y there. But the scenery here is really pretty. I'm gonna show you a little bit of it. Pretty rock formations and mountains. It's very spread out, but then we just went through a town that had everything that, you know, every store or shop that you could ever imagine or need. Turn it back to me. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going back to see our aunts in Phoenix, spend some time with them. I don't know if we mentioned last week, but happy birthday, so we're going to celebrate them together tomorrow.
I'm 25. Kelly's turning 30.
If only. I don't know if I'd go back actually. Yeah, so they're making dinner, and she's making us a cake, so that'll be fun to see them. And then we're not sure, we have some things up in the air for Saturday. We've been looking for some storage for the back of the truck, and it looks like there's some places in Phoenix that may have that, so we're hoping to look around and get some storage for outside of the back door, so to hold the things inside that are constantly in our way, like our sleeping bags and things of toilet paper and paper towels, all those kind of things. So that'll make making the bed a little easier. And then our plan is, once we can offload some of that stuff, to lower the seating to the level that my seat is at for work. So then that way we can sit in there fully. Those things will be out of the way, and we can actually sit in there, relax. Like, we haven't done that. I mean, we sit in there to take care of what we need to food-wise and getting in and out, but you can't really sit in there other than when the bed's up. So that would be exciting to
That'd
get
be
that
nice.
box on
That'd be
there
nice.
and have all the miscellaneous things put away, and just, it'll make it this very small space that we're in, I think, feel more open. So we'll see how that goes. We originally were going to get like a back bumper, but it's just not going to work out. So this option is going to be a lot less expensive and maybe easier to do and quicker. So we'll have to let you know how that goes tomorrow, or Saturday, that is.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit up in the air, only because I got in touch with the manufacturer, Space Cap, and they said that the hinges on the doors aren't really rated for, heavy amounts, not even like 100 pounds. So most boxes are like 30 pounds, that kind of thing. Maybe slightly more. Just depends on what they're made out of and how thick they are.
They range in huge in price, like, from like 300 to like 3,000. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. But that will affect, I guess, what we can get to put on there, the size of what we can get to put on there, and also to some degree what we put in it, trying to keep the weight down. So we're trying to put big, bulky, lightweight things in there, like sleeping bags and toilet paper and those kinds of things. And hopefully that will, one of them might be just shoe storage for Kelly,
Like, I have so many shoes with me. But I do have more than him. So yeah.
So it'll help if we can get it installed. That would be a great help. But yeah, we'll see. We're just gonna have a look.
Yeah.
And this is a good place to look. There's lots of off-road outfitters and that kind of thing. So it's a good place to look. So we're gonna do that. But tonight we're heading someplace we haven't been before. Let's show you. It's gonna be like 2 seconds for you. It's gonna be like an hour for us. But let's show you. All right, so there you can see the truck. This is our spot for the night. We're at a rest stop, actually, called Sunset Point Rest Stop. And look at this view. Sun's just going down out there, but it is a magnificent view. It's really nice. But this is our spot. I'll show you more tomorrow, but this is our spot for the night.
Good morning. We are in Phoenix. We were at my aunt's last night and we just did a little birthday celebration for her and for Kelly and for me because we all have birthdays this month. And I am out now walking Sophie, and this is my background. See, the sun's about to come up behind that hill, but we just have a nice morning walk out here in the desert, and then we're off today. Now, we've got a big task today. I don't know if we're going to succeed, but if we're going to succeed, this is the place to do it. So we're going to a lot of overland outfitters today with the idea that we want to try and find storage boxes to put on the back door of the truck, because we have a lot of just loose stuff that we want to be able to store during the day and not have to stuff it inside, because it just crams the space in there and makes it only usable for one person. So yeah, it's a big task. We've been searching, we've been looking various places, and the only thing we have found is extremely expensive stuff. And by that I mean, like, for a box that's, not even 3 feet high, a foot wide and, a foot deep, people are asking, $1,500 for it. I'm like, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. So anyway, that's our task today, to find something that is right for us, for the truck, and that is not gonna cost us an arm and a leg. So that's our task. So here comes Kelly, bringing me some lunch, and she's sweet.
Turkey sandwich, sir?
Yes, thanks. Sofa's already eaten. We are sitting outside the Pecos Community Center, trying to find
already ate?
No,
oh.
I said Sophie already ate. Trying to find ourselves a nice quiet spot to sit and enjoy some lunch.
It's
and
102 degrees
cool.
in the truck.
Yeah, it's warm in there.
I'm photobombing your talking session. Sorry, Josh.
That's right. It's a hot day. It's a very hot day. So we tried to find a shady spot to park the truck. I'm sitting here in the shade. We got chairs set up so we can sit here with sofas, grass. So it's not a bad spot for that. But it's still warm, but it's not too bad. Again, this is a dry heat, so it feels very different from, if this was like on the East Coast and it'd be super humid and stuff as well. Look at that. Sorry, Sophie's pulled at me here. We don't have that. It's dry, so it's actually not bad. But yeah, it's hot though. Well, hello. We are on the final journey this week. Seemed like a lot of traveling this week. We haven't really been in I guess one location very long, and you can see behind me, sun has just gone down behind the mountains. We are back at the rest stop that we were at the other day, just to have a quick stop and let Sophie stretch her legs and all that. Kelly's just, I think, in the bathroom, so she'll be with me in a minute. But this is kind of our I guess the end of our week, because we're getting ready to, get her back into work mode and all that. So we're heading north again, up to Flagstaff. We were just in Phoenix, visiting my aunt again, and it was nice. It was a nice visit, but it was hot. Let me give you a sample. Last night, yesterday, when we came in, it was 103 that day, which was yesterday, and last night, at the very earliest in the morning, I got up to walk Soph when the sun was about where it is on the horizon, but it was in the morning, and it was still in the 90s. So it never got cool last night, and I didn't sleep a wink last night. It was just too hot in the truck. The truck was in the back. It was in the 90s all night. At one point, I got up the front and turned on the air conditioning, took Soph up there with me to cool down, but I couldn't sleep, just wasn't the space. So I didn't really sleep last night. So we're heading north to get warm again. To get cool again, because it's just so warm. It was 108 in Phoenix today when we were there. And it was 103 when we left, which was just about an hour ago. We're here at this rest stop, and because we come up in elevation a little bit, is mid 80s here. And it should drop another 20 degrees by the time we get to Flagstaff. So that's what we like to hear.
Look, I'm outside the truck.
So here's Kelly. We did find her in the end. You see the mountains behind us there. The sun has pretty much gone down. The stars are coming out. But yeah, hopefully you've, I guess, liked and seen a little bit of what it's like just to be a kind of a typical week in the truck of just traveling and working in a variety of different places and different climates and, you know, all those kinds of things. We've been at truck stops and YMCAs and people's houses and everything this week, so we've done the whole gamut. And yeah, it's a little different, but you know, that's every week seems to be. So, but we are going to wrap this episode up here and say thank you for watching. And as always, please like and subscribe. It really does help us out, and we do appreciate it. And
tell all your friends.
That too, of course. So next week is going to be a little bit unique what we have for you, so stay tuned for that. But until then, we'll see you out there.
See you out there.